When we last left off, I guess your character was feeling sick, so you stayed in the hotel room.
Yep. With the measles or something stupid. Anyway.
You got the boo measles. The beezles.
The Beatles.
The boomels.
Anyway. Yes. I was ill.
Yes. And, while you're sitting there, you get a message from Father McFlibbity.
Oh, cool. Is this like a day later?
Telepathic. Yeah. Your friends have gone off to go meet with someone who they swear is not going to be any trouble at all.
Oh,
and
boy.
A while after they leave, you get a message from Father McFlibbity. And it simply says, "Oh, Jakey boy, I need you to take that stone of yours out and squeeze it for me. Sharon says it's very important."
Oh. I mean, there's not really a noise happening. It's weird. Well, I guess I can. You know what? I trust Father McFlibbity enough, so I'm gonna do it.
Alright, you take out the stone and you squeeze it?
Yeah.
Alright, you do so, and it becomes dark around you. And a second or two later, you see a shy guy wearing a cape waltz through the darkness and enter your hotel room.
Whoa, it's not Van.
He says, "Oh, Jakey boy. Hello.
Sup. I'm assuming...
How are you?"
I'm doing pretty good. Are you the Purple Dawn?
He looks back and forth. He says, "Actually, I was just pretending to be the Purple Dawn."
Oh. Man, you fooled me.
He says, "I find that surprising."
Hey. That's my reaction. Just, hey.
Anyway, you're gonna need to come with me, if you don't mind.
Why? What's going on?
Because they're trying to kill you, silly.
Who's they?
Bulina?
Wait, when was this starting? When did this happen? I haven't even seen her around. Huh? Okay.
You need to just come with me. We need to get you out of here. Look, if it were up to me, I would kill you right here. But I can't. I'm not allowed to. Maybe later.
That's encouraging. So what about everybody else? Are they in danger at all?
I don't know. I was told to save you.
By who?
Sharon?
Oh, man. Well, Sharon's a cool gal. Okay, you know what? Fine. And, I guess I'll just follow him.
Alright, he extends his hand out. He says, "Hold my hand, just give me a second."
Espresso-san.
Do you hold on to his hand?
Yeah, I'll hold on to it.
Alright. He begins running towards the window, dragging you along with him.
Oh,
Quite strong,
boy.
actually. And he jumps out the window.
The
glass shatters around you.
Help me.
But thankfully, there's like he gradually forms like an ice slide down to the floor.
Oh, he's Frozone.
Yes, he's frozen. And then he says, "Alright, come with me." And he begins running down an alleyway.
Alright, I'm gonna follow him.
Alright. You run down the alleyway with him, and he runs down several alleys, actually. People kind of give you looks. And in the middle of one of the alleyways is a little, what's it called? A manhole cover.
Okay. Remind me again, what floor are we on in the tower?
You're on floor 10.
Okay.
Was your hotel on floor 9? I think it was floor 9.
I don't remember.
But yes. He lifts open a manhole cover. And he says, "In there!"
You sure about that? I don't know. It's kind of stinky.
He pushes you in.
Ah!
Unless you want to resist.
No, I was just casually just looking down, so I wasn't really defending myself.
Okay. Well, he pushes you down into the sewers. He jumps down after you. And he points to a little corridor in the sewers, all the sludge is running down there. He says, "Okay, go down to that intersection, take a left. Then run as far as you can and take a right. And then you'll see a little closet room. Hide in there."
Okay. Sure. I mean...
He says, "Don't worry, it's pretty spooky, but you'll be
Okay.
fine."
Cool, I guess. Am I just running away from Belina? Or, like...
Oh, her angels.
Oh.
The upgraded ones.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
Oh, there might be a body in there. Move it out if you can.
Does it matter where?
Can you eat it?
Do I have a stove?
No. Dang. Just throw it in the river, I guess, in the sewers.
Oh, I could do that much easier than eating. Thank you. Okay, see you later, I guess. I don't know. Will I get like a... Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go. Thanks, I guess.
He says, "Next time I might kill you, don't worry."
Cool, man. I really appreciate that.
He
Anyway.
gives you a thumbs up.
Nice. I guess I'm going sewer hiking.
Alright. So do you follow his directions?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. Well, okay. I get to the intersection, and I guess I look the different directions just out of curiosity.
Well, it looks like a sewer, really. You hear squeaking off in the distance in both directions. You see sludge, kind of sludging around.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go left and follow as I'm told.
Alright. And you go as far as you can and you turn right?
Yeah, does it keep going straight at, like, when I get to this right turn, or not?
Oh, so you reach the very, very end. And on the left, the tunnel continues, and on the right, there's like a little sludge waterfall.
Oh, man. Do I have to go through the waterfall?
It's the only way to go right, really.
Yikes. Okay. Ugh. Jakey boy does not like that.
You can roll willpower discipline if you want.
I'm gonna roll willpower discipline. I gotta open up my sheet. Because it's been a while.
That's okay.
8.
You are not feeling going down this waterfall.
Yeah. Ugh. Can I freeze it?
Yeah, you can try with your bullets.
Yeah, I was gonna try that.
Okay, so just go ahead and roll, I guess, an agility range or agility guns check, just for aiming.
Okay.
So where are you shooting? Like at the base of the waterfall?
Yeah, like the
or
base
something?
of the waterfall.
Okay.
7.
It's not exactly hard.
Okay.
So you don't exactly, like, you don't hit it perfectly, but you do manage to hit the base of the waterfall. It's going to be a little bit of a trickier jump to get to hit it, but it's not like you missed or anything.
Okay. And that uses up a bullet.
And yes, you do see a small ice platform sort of form at the base of the waterfall.
Okay. So I could kind of go on that, I guess.
If you roll an agility, athletics, jumping test.
Agility, athletics, or acrobat.
Yep. Oh, do you have acrobatics?
No, I don't.
Because that would work.
Okay, I'm just gonna do athletics, because, yeah.
Yeah.
Easier. 9.
Do you have 2 plot points?
Let me check. I've got 1.
Well, unfortunately, so you jump at the ice platform, and go ahead and roll me a body athletics test.
Okay. Body, sorry, what?
Body athletics.
Okay. these are not good rolls. 8.
All right. So you manage to make it onto. You sort of land just short of the ice platform, and you have to swim a little bit in the goop to get to it.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Go ahead and roll me a willpower discipline.
Uh-huh. 6.
Unfortunately, this is really bad for you, and you begin panicking and breathing in a lot of the goop. This will probably not come up later.
Okay.
But you manage to make it onto the ice platform.
Well, that was just gross. I feel like puking.
Yep. And you smell just terrible, and you're dripping with lots of goop.
Can I puke? I feel like
Yes.
puking. I puke.
You puke, and your puke has lots of goop.
Yeah. Okay.
Meanwhile, have a plot point, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Meanwhile, this corridor just keeps going on for a while. Do you just follow it?
I guess.
All right. Roll me an alertness perception.
13.
Oh, excellent. So as you're walking down, you don't see the closet really, but you do eventually, after almost a 20-minute walk, find a section of the wall that looks a little bit different than the other section.
Huh. I poke at it a little bit.
You poke at it, and as you're poking at it, you notice that it seems to have a handle.
Oh. I'm assuming it's a door, and I twist it and see if it
All right.
opens.
You open up the door, and there's a very small room with what looks like a well-preserved, but recently dead in fact, Sphinx body in there.
Huh.
She seems to have had her head bashed in.
Yikes.
It's really unrecognizable. There's blood everywhere in this little closet.
Yikes. Okay. Oh.
Oh, also, this closet is full of lots of different kinds of runes that look like that writing in that book.
I'm just yikesing like crazy right now. Holy cow. Okay. So the head's bastion on this. Okay. First off, I'm gonna puke again.
Yeah, roll me a willpower discipline.
Holy cow. 10.
One plot point would do it.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Although it's really gross, you realize you don't have much other choice. You feel like you could force yourself to handle the body and sit in this closet for a while if you had to. But you won't like it.
This is not Jakey Boy's day. Okay. I want to investigate the body, but I don't know if Jakey Boy is feeling up for it.
Well, you could try.
I'm gonna try.
Alright, roll me an alertness. So what kind of things do you want to learn from it?
I want to, like, search for pockets if, like, we're wearing clothing, seeing if there have,
okay.
items on them.
So roll me an alertness perception. Investigation, if you have it.
I do not.
I think Van has that.
Yeah. 15. Ooh.
Oh, 15, really?
Yeah.
Wow. You get all the information then. So, you see that she is wearing clothes that seem to be a bit like Sharon's clothes, but very old. These clothes seem to be extremely, sort of poorly made, almost ancient. Like, the sort of clothes you'd see in a museum, practically.
Okay, there she was role-playing. Cool.
And she does in fact have pockets. In them you do not find any form of identification or anything like that. You just find a small black talisman with a single character on it.
Remind me what a talisman is.
Like a necklace sort of thing.
Ah.
With a... Here, one sec. Yeah, something like this.
Huh.
It's got a single character on it.
Do...
And the character seems to be scratched a bunch.
So it's not really identifiable.
Well, you don't know this language, so...
True.
It's hard to tell. You could roll me a, intelligence language or linguistics check.
I'm not
Knowledge
gonna
linguistics.
try.
Yeah.
does my ring react to it at all? Like,
Yeah, as you approach it, and as you approach this closet in general, actually, you start to feel sicker and
ugh,
kind of cold,
great.
especially around your ring.
Well, I didn't need that finger anyway. Okay. So there's a old Sharon version, but not maybe not Sharon, body in this rune closet with a black necklace.
Oh, you also note that the clothing seems to be hand sewn, which is a little bit weird, especially in this day and age. What else would you notice about it? You did get a 15. I guess you'd notice that this Sphinx, while it looks a lot like Sharon, does not appear to have all of Sharon's little nuances, like body markings or whatever, random. It's not her, although it looks a lot like her.
Okay. No bottle caps or anything.
There are no bottle caps to be found.
Okay. He wanted me to eat this.
the fur color is slightly off. That sort of thing.
There aren't any, like,
Oh, and you know what? I'll give you one other thing.
Okay.
As you notice, when you're looking into the way that the head has been bashed in, you notice that the head has not only been bashed in, but right in the middle of the head, like right in the middle of where the head would be, like the stump of the neck sort of thing, is this embedded in that section.
Like a ring?
Yep.
That's weird. Does it look similar to my ring? I guess,
no, not at all.
Like an actual ring or an indentation of a ring?
Actual ring. It's sort of embedded, like band down.
Yikes. Okay.
Right in the middle of the wound. Covered by a bunch of gore and blood, but you managed to see it anyway.
Do I have anything on me? You know what? I'm gonna leave it in there. I'm not gonna mess with it. 'Cause, boy, this is already a lot for Jakey Boy to take in. He's just gonna get his deck of cards out and maybe play a little bit of solitaire. A little bit, and...
So what are you doing with the body?
Oh yeah, the stupid body.
1 sec.
I mean, I don't want to eat it. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it here. I'm just gonna keep it here for now. 'Cause, like...
Well, it is extremely difficult for you to fit in. This is a closet that fits pretty much exactly one body. So you have to, like, sit in it if you wanted to do
that. Okay, no, we're taking the body out. We're not dealing with that crap. So, I guess I'll try and roll a body.
Oh, to move the body?
To move the body.
Roll me a body athletics test. That would work.
Body athletics. 14.
Alright, you managed to successfully, and even ideally, like, this is not pleasant for you, so you managed to basically chuck it into the river with one mighty swing.
I was just gonna move it out of the room.
Oh, that's it? Okay,
yeah.
Then you managed to chuck it out into the corridor with one mighty swing.
I will... So the ring didn't fall out, right?
No.
Okay, so I have a trench knife.
Did you take the pendant, by the way, the talisman?
Yeah, I took that.
Okay. It does not feel pleasant on you at all.
I won't wear it.
In the slightest.
I'll just, like, kind of put it in the corner.
You feel very sick. As long as you're carrying this thing, you get a -2 penalty for all checks.
Yikes. Okay. So I'm gonna take a trench knife that I have and try and dig out the ring.
Alright.
I'm gonna start off with the willpower roll.
Do a willpower discipline. This is not
I got
pleasant.
a 10.
5 plot points.
Okay,
for
no,
digging into the gore.
I'm not doing that.
No, you can't bring yourself to do it. Have a plot point.
Cool. And then I'm just gonna push it into the river.
Alright, you do so.
Okay, it's time to...
And you sit in the bloodstained closet?
I probably won't sit. I'm probably gonna stand for a while.
Okay.
So I don't sit in blood. I'd rather stand in it, or float, or whatever boos do when they stand.
Okay. Well, you stay in voice 2. I'll handle the other side in
Ugh.
voice 1.
Man, what a start.
So yeah, suddenly you guys wonder, wait a second, where's Sturge?
I mean, we were wondering that last time.
Last time on Let's Cortex,
Oh yeah, do your summary.
Caesar rushed in to check on Jakey Boy, but he was nowhere to be found. We moved into our new Bulina-paid digs on floor 10. Coriander set us up to meet Gomer. On a dramatic rooftop, Gomer told us everyone in charge was too concerned with a mysterious, stationary, ever-pleasant crowd.
Ever-present cloud, by the way, not a crowd.
Yeah, a mysterious, stationary, ever-present cloud to care about our espresso quest. Van followed her invisibly for a bit. Gomer sent us down to meet with Bulina and Wendy, who sent Van and Rezkow up on a suicide ship to experiment with the cloud. Caesar stayed behind to shoot the shit with the bad guys. Wendy has to pretend to like him because she needs Ava's work. Bulina doesn't know where Jakey Boy is. Rezkow and Van survived and learned a little bit about the cloud. Rezkow can run on it by turning on his phase-through-walls power. And so we got VIP passes up to floor 18. Rezkow signed Wendy's shell.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds like a good session. I'm sad I missed it.
Yeah, that was a really confusing last time when you had no idea what happened in that session.
By the way, does
A bunch of stuff happened.
Ditto saying espresso count negatively towards him?
He's got a necklace on.
Does he?
I put it on because I said it a few times during the last session, so I
Alright.
put the necklace on.
Assuming it works.
But
Also, I'm pretty sure I'm suspicious of Jakey Boy right now.
Why? Also, Barnaby, what are you doing here? What?
Classic Barnaboo.
I thought you died or something.
Barnaboo, did you see where Jakey Boy went?
I've been hanging around with you the whole time. I just haven't been talking because you were boring.
I'm sorry if surviving a crashing airship was boring.
What, you don't remember him? He was like, he fought the bad guy,
He fought Bowser while everyone was busy.
Yeah, I went and destroyed the obelisk, fought Bowser, saved the world. It's all good.
You're the one that.
I don't know what you guys are doing.
We are now on the bottom floor, but we can climb floors really
good.
fast.
Why are we on the bottom floor?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
because
to
we
go
had
on
to
the
go
airship.
outside to do the
Oh, and
airship
then crashed it.
experiment.
Technically, yeah.
The
Yeah,
ship
pretty
was
much.
designed to crash.
What
The
sort of
pilot on
ship's
it-
designed to crash?
Well, like it's a normal ship, but that was kind of getting into disuse. They were fully aware that going up there, the ship wouldn't survive, so they just picked up an old clunker.
Huh.
The pilot that took Van and Rezkow was apparently doing this a lot and was not a happy person.
But we finally got some use out of the parachutes from Kamek's ship, so yay.
Yay! Finally, that paid off.
It's probably a good thing I wasn't there because the only parachute I have left in my inventory is irrevocably tangled.
Well, it would have.
Oh, did you guys have to use your own parachutes
Well,
instead
I
of the
used
flawed ones
from
that
the
they
ship
gave
because
you?
I didn't trust the shitty one that he gave me.
I used the shitty one he gave, and I was fine.
Right.
Yeah, but you might not have been.
I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
When I was told that I saw, Van and the other guy parachuting out, and then I was told, and then you see Rezkow, I just kind of assumed, without being told, that Rezkow didn't have a parachute on. And so my response was to step out of the way. I assumed Rezkow was just gonna
I mean,
let
that is a
himself
pretty
crash
Rezkow
and be
thing to do.
resurrected.
I mean, that was my plan B.
It's fine. Death is only a minor inconvenience.
Someone has died several times, yes.
Necromancy's just late healing.
So, what are our short-term goals here? Anyone remember?
Nope.
Now that we have passes up to floor 18, we can keep going higher. I guess we want to keep... Our plan was to find Wendy so we could
Our
maybe find out some more
plan
stuff, but now
really
we've met
was
her.
to
And
get Jakey Boy back so we were strong enough to kill Espresso.
Right, so our next major goal is to get rid of Bean.
oh, yeah.
Right. That
Put
sounds
your-
like
put
a
your
good
necklace
goal.
on.
Did we manage to burn his house down or not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
no.
not really his house. It wouldn't matter. He wouldn't care.
That's a shame. We'll have to find where his actual house is and burn that down.
I don't think he has
I
a
don't
house.
think he lives in this tower.
Yeah, he probably lives
Well-
outside.
I'll settle for
He's like
I'll settle for burning him down.
That's the plan.
I don't think that'll
I
work.
have a knife that can hurt him. I don't think it kills him, but it'll like take away
Yep,
some of his
That would
powers.
be a start. Right. So we need to find Jakey Boy.
Mhm.
Do we have
Yeah.
any idea where to look?
We want...
Nope.
I scream,
Also-
Jakey boy.
Also,
Jakey Boy responds. He was behind you all along.
What a prankster!
who
All
has...
you had to do was turn
I
around.
mean, now that we have time, maybe we should look more closely at the hotel
Yeah,
room.
I
Where we...
would start with that.
lost
And
him.
also, who has the cloak at the moment?
I do? Yeah.
I think Zero.
Okay,
does.
good.
Yeah,
'cause
because
I
I
wanted to-
following Gomer.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Jakey Boy.
Oh no, we're good,
Because-
we're good.
Yeah, it might be tricky to find someone who can turn invisible.
I am going to want that cloak when we fight Espresso because I need to be able to
Yeah,
get a
that's
jump
fine.
on him with the knife.
Hang on, Hang on. Because we know Espresso was apparently working with Victor, was that right?
That's correct.
And Victor could see through the invisibility cloak,
Oh yeah.
so we should not assume that the invisibility cloak will work on Espresso.
Yeah, but the person wearing the cloak could also see Victor. Was that right?
I think so?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah.
But also, Van made a deal with Belina. Or no, he told Belina that Victor was going to be a problem, and he wanted her to, like, free
Yeah.
his family if she could. And she agreed to either free them or kill them.
No,
whichever
I
was
talked her
easier.
down to freeing them.
But you made her agree to try to free them, but she still sounded like she would kill them if that turned out to be the.
No, I don't think so. She wants my expert knowledge that I promised her.
Yeah, you're a bit optimistic.
Right, so Victor's family are now dead, most likely.
No.
Yeah. But either way, Victor will be less of a problem for us, maybe.
Yes, but my point is that Victor got... Where did Victor get that ability from?
I have no idea.
Because if he got it from the bean, then there's no reason to expect the bean can't do that too.
Why would the Bean give that ability, though?
I don't know, but I also know that the bean is completely insane.
I mean, it could be technology. He is an assassin.
Yeah.
We barely have
Point is-
computers, and we would have, like, nano invisibility.
Yeah,
I guess
point
that's
is,
possible.
my point is, we should have a backup plan for that eventuality.
Such as?
I don't know, but if we make a plan that relies on the invisibility cloak and he can see through it, then
We're not entirely relying on the
Yeah.
invisibility cloak. It's just a nice advantage. Mostly we're relying on having all of us together and getting the jump on him because he doesn't know we have these anti-tracking necklaces.
assuming they are anti-tracking necklaces.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, we've said his name a few times, and none of us got rain clouded.
Yet.
He can be in on it.
But I also said his name a few times yesterday and never got rain clouded.
Okay, well, I still wouldn't make the assumption, so I think we should avoid saying his name from now on, but just in case, but at the same time, it would be useful to... Basically, we want every advantage we possibly can, and I think trusting Bulina is perhaps a mistake.
I mean, we don't trust her, but in that meeting, well, it didn't seem like she was being totally on our side. It seemed like she was genuinely wanted espresso.
Like we're
Yeah.
in our enemy's enemy is our
Yeah, I understand that.
ally
However,
situation.
if I were in Bulina's situation, the chances are that I would provide a thing that would help us dispose of Espresso, and at the same time be useful for helping dispose of us.
Well, I mean, like, what are you proposing otherwise? Like, we got nothing else.
Some helpful context. She seemed convinced she could kill us, like, trivially, and that we were no threat to her whatsoever. When we met with her, she had a bunch of invisible angels in the room with us. She claimed, and she kind of proved by having them appear and then disappear again. So, like, she does not consider us a threat.
Nope.
She considers us kind of a nuisance that might be useful.
Why do we
against-
think Bulina is against the bean?
I'm trying to remember more details.
Because
Well,
if
I
she
mean, he's
has
poisoning
access
the tower.
Yes, but if she has access to angels, I also know that the bean has a link to angels. Because,
He does?
yeah, I got bitten by one and sent to his cellar.
That's a good point. And Belina was also very... I think Belina might just be misinformed in some places, because she seemed 100% certain that Sharon wouldn't hang out with Espresso or McFlibbity, and and also, you know how Sharon is the reason why Rezkow has been instructed to destroy the tower, and
Yes.
Belina said that never could possibly happen. So,
Now, there is also the possibility that Bulina is not misinformed, but that the individual we know as Sharon is not the same individual that Bulina knows as Sharon.
Dark Sharon.
Turns out it's just like a Paragoomba that happens to have the same name.
Sharon was on the boat with us.
Yes.
And when we met Belina briefly on the boat.
Yes, I'm aware. However, Sharon has not exactly been in our sight for the entire time. It is completely possible that there is some kind of imposter there. Like, it's not completely impossible that someone can change their appearance, right?
That's true.
I mean, the fake Bowsers are a thing.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying that's the case, I'm just saying we need to keep our options open and consider all available possibilities.
In any case, what we should be doing right now is trying to track down Jakey Boy. Like, ASAP.
Yep.
I forget, can Rezkow send Jakey Boy a message?
Probably out by now, right?
You never used it.
Oh, I'm still free. I still got a message, but remember, he can't reply. And I don't know where he is. If he's in trouble, sending out a message to set up a rendezvous, won't amount to much.
No, but if he's not in trouble?
I mean, sure. Just remember, it's...
Or maybe he was in trouble and he got out of it.
Yeah, like, he is Jakey Boy, he's not exactly this wouldn't exactly be the first time he's got out of trouble.
While we discuss this, let's head up to the Floor 9 hotel where we last saw him, just
This
to
is
be in a better position.
this is the one funded by Bulina, right?
No, this is just the place where we were staying before we met with
Right.
Belina.
I'm just trying to keep track of everything.
Yeah, Floor 10, we have a hotel now that Belina
Right.
bought us.
Because the first thing I'm going to do when I get there is scan that room for bugs.
Alright.
Anyway, so you guys are headed where?
To the...
Floor 9, I guess.
Floor 9
All right.
hotel.
You guys relatively breeze through all the checkpoints. You go through the VIP ones.
I make sure
It
to look
takes you.
smug.
Your smugness is pretty normal, so no one acts surprised.
Okay.
And it takes you maybe 10 to 20 minutes a floor. So you get there in about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
Good thing we build up cardio by going upstairs all day, every day, for the last... I don't know how long.
Yeah.
I only briefly checked this room before, so let's, maybe
Let's
the
do
rest
an
of you will be able to
investigation
spot
check.
something I missed.
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
What attribute is that again?
Alertness, perception, investigation.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother.
I'm going to do one because I might as well.
Roll your perception investigation.
Ooh, I got a really good roll. 15.
Why did
I'll
Why
give
did
it
I
a shot.
close the dice roller? I had it open.
All right. Well, with a 13, you see that it looks like there were not only one but two scuffles here.
What is
Ooh,
a
two
15? Does a
scuffles.
15 get me any more?
Oh, a 15.
Yep.
That would get you more. So,
Awesome.
with a 15, you notice that there looks like there were two scuffles, but the first doesn't seem like there was a big fight or anything. You also notice that the window is shattered, and that the window probably became shattered from someone jumping out of it. In fact, probably two people jumping out of it.
That's my Jakey boy.
Yes.
Right.
Jumping out
Nope.
windows.
Note that you're relatively high up, so this is a jump that would kill almost anyone.
Right. Okay, so first of all,
Well, Jakey boy
And then there was a
survived an
second
elevator.
scuffle sort of thing that looks like someone was just tearing the room apart.
right. So first of all, the well-established phrase "no signs of a struggle" completely does not apply in this case.
No da.
So what it looks like has happened, this is my take on it anyway, is that it looks like somebody has come into the room and there's been some kind of fight. It looks like perhaps Jakey Boy has jumped out of the window, or the other person has jumped out and Jakey Boy's followed them, whatever. Whoever jumped out first was followed, I think. I'll get to that in a second. It then looks like somebody else has turned up and perhaps searched the room.
Or maybe whoever jumped out the window first, then somebody else came and fought whoever was left, and then one of them jumped out the window.
I'm pretty certain that these two happened separately, and that the two people jumped out the window initially, I think.
I guess you can tell from with a 15, which is an excellent roll.
I know.
You can tell from the jump out the window, from the hole in the window, and the way the glass is scattered, that both people who jumped out the window were relatively small.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
no one was full angel size or anything like that, or
Okay,
Resnor
so-
size.
Jakey boy and Jakey
That
boy
fits
2.
with what. Yeah, Belina claimed she didn't know what happened to Jakey Boy, so she didn't. This fits with the idea that she didn't get to him because she was going to send angels after him.
That's true, and as you say, you have proof that she has control of angels.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bean wouldn't go after himself. Victor might.
Maybe.
I mean,
Is Victor small sized?
He's Koopa Trooper sized.
Which is not huge,
hmm.
but
Why are you so certain it wouldn't be Mr. Bean?
because from what I know of him, that's not his style.
True, all of his magic is like distance magic.
Also, if we look at the fact that people jumped out the window, there's some interesting stuff there. Because most people would die if they jumped out this window. So this is two people jumping out a window, pretty sure they're not going to be killed doing so. So the possibilities are they have parachutes,
They
which
have
Jakey Boy
wings.
may well do. They have wings, though I don't think either of them is an angel, for one thing. Or they somehow grabbed onto another room in the hotel.
Well, let's look at the ground outside the window and see if like there's signs of an impact or like a parachute on the ground.
Yeah,
or
that's a good idea.
anything.
Let's take a look at the ground outside.
If you guys investigate outside, I'm gonna stay up here so that if there's anything, you can conclude from up and stuff.
That's a fairly reasonable idea. Okay, let's do that.
I'll
Alright.
stay with Res Cow.
So you make it down to the bottom of the hotel, and you see a bunch of broken glass because, people jumped out. And not much else, to be honest. There's like a puddle of water, I guess. There's a trash can. There's
Oh, yeah.
Is
people walking around.
Is the puddle of water particularly strange? Because, I mean, we are indoors.
Not really.
Okay.
It's a puddle of water.
It's just like, how would it have got there?
It could be an espresso puddle.
Well, that's the sort of thing I'm thinking. Like, espresso can make weather indoors.
Maybe it was Father McFlibbity that kidnapped Sturg.
It could be.
This spilled from his bathtub.
I can't believe he would do such a thing.
Alright, so can we see if, like, there's any signs of anyone sort of a chase or anything? Like, someone's knocked something over, someone that did any other broken windows, that sort of thing, in, like, the near vicinity?
You don't see anything like that, no.
So there's no sign of a struggle out here, which suggests...
That's accurate.
Is there any sign that people climbed the building after breaking out the window?
Roll alertness perception, I guess?
Okay. $11.
No, there's no real sign of that.
Yeah, I may as well roll that. I got a 9, so I'm not going to get anything better.
Rezcow, Barnaboo's poking around. Want to send Jakey Boy a message in case he...
What do I send?
If you can, meet us by, I guess, the floor 9 stairwell? That seems like a good place to meet up.
Oh, I received a message. Through the Angel MSN ability. Alright. Well, I would if I could. I'm just gonna... Oh, well...
I like how you are now just used to saying you cannot respond because of Father McFlibbity.
Yeah.
But never hurts to be safe.
MSN? I know what messaging system you used in the 90s.
We were talking about this before
Yeah.
the session started.
I used to use MSN.
So
Those were the days. Those were the days when instant messaging was terrible.
So I guess we'll be hanging out at 9th Stair. I guess I'll go hang out while you guys keep the investigation around here. I'm gonna go at the stairs in case Jakey Boy turns out.
I'm gonna go with Rezcow.
Alright.
I will continually run back and forth between the two groups to keep group communication alive.
Sweet.
Alright, so you guys wait in your various locations and nothing really happens.
He's dead.
So the implication
dead.
is that their further investigation doesn't investigate to anything?
Not really. You got everything you can, really, for a 15. Like, I can't tell you exactly what happened or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect to be able to find out exactly what happened from a broken window.
Maybe we should knock on the neighbours' doors.
That's a good idea, because then we can get accounts of noise and things like that.
I mean, we could try our ambush... Our plan for... I mean, we really want Jakey Boy for this, but I'll just... For the people who are gone, our plan, I think, was to tell... What's his name? Mr. Bean, that we will... He wanted to meet one-on-one with a couple different people. There was 2 people he was willing to meet one-on-one with. We tell him that we're willing to do that and have the rest of us
Who are those 2
ambush
people?
him because he can't
I think it
track
was
us
Jakey
anymore.
Boy and Ben.
Yeah, it sounds right.
That's an interesting pair. I wonder why.
But only one of them, not both of them.
Yeah, I know, but, like, why those 2?
Yeah. I think maybe Van because he has...
Van, I can understand.
'Cause he's already messed with you.
Yeah, Van, I can understand.
Van has the void. Yeah, I don't know why Jakey Boy, but not me, Pyro, or...
He probably
Rezcow.
doesn't remember that I exist.
He's obviously afraid of meeting me one-on-one.
I mean, he wants me dead, so that would explain why he wants to see me.
Why does he want you explicitly dead? We haven't figured that one out, did we?
Because he wants the Purple Dawn identity? Possibly other reasons?
I think it's not so much that he specifically wants you dead, it's that was an easy way to wrap things up after the trial stuff went more complicated than he liked. Or maybe he knew that Jakey Boy had that stone thing.
Oh, right, yeah, that thing.
He saw Jakey Boy with that stone thing, I think
That's
that would
probably
be
it.
Like, that's how he escaped that first time?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's not Jakey Boy per se, it's his stuff.
Yep, that's fair.
That's
that
sad.
makes sense.
To be fair, when we first met him, the first thing he wanted was our stuff.
Yeah, no, it has continuity, I agree.
Alright, in which case, that seems like a reasonable plan.
The thing is, if we're gonna ambush him, like, we want all the firepower we can get, and Jakey Boy is our second best fighter, I think.
Definitely.
So that it kind of sucks. Like, according to Belina, the knife won't, like, take him out single-handedly. It'll just weaken his magic to a degree. Like, it'll do the siphoning thing, but, like, it won't even completely drain his powers. It'll just mostly drain his powers.
What we really need to do is get like Rezcow and Jakey Boy to distract/hold him, and then you stab him with the knife and I hit him with my anti-magic.
I think the idea is he's just so super powerful that we're not going to be able to do any significant fighting of him unless we get the knife in him early. So, I don't know.
What if we put the knife in a sandwich, so when he bites it, stab him?
How about, you go find Jakey Boy, a voice booms from the
We're
ceiling.
trying, but we don't know where to look.
Yeah, you're talking about how to kill...
I know, but we're talking about this. My point in bringing up that plan was we want Jakey Boy because we want all of this. We want all of our power, but we're kind of lost on the finding Jakey Boy. Like, we can just start knocking on random doors. Anybody?
I think the voice in the sky is trying to throw us off.
Yeah, I think we should just go and confront Mr. Bean without Jakey Boy. Let's do it.
No way. No. Barnaboo, you're a ridiculous man.
I think knocking on people's doors nearby is probably the best thing to do. If nothing
That
else,
was a
we can get an
joke,
idea.
I don't think.
No, like, honestly, if nothing else, because we may be able to get an idea of the time these scuffles happened.
If there are even any people here.
Well, exactly.
Any dead people around that I could speak to?
I knock on the nearest door that looks like a residence.
Alright, you're going to do that?
Yep.
Like, we don't really have anything else we can do.
Alright, so you knock on the door, and a Goomba opens. The Goomba says, yeah, what do you want? I'm
Did you
busy.
see
I'm
any
eating
commotion?
here.
I'm walking here.
It's dinner time.
Did you see a scuffle yesterday with a boo and involving a boo?
Yeah, I saw some weird stuff. What about it?
Did you see who the boo was fighting with and maybe where they went?
Boo wasn't fighting with nobody.
Okay.
What did happen?
Did you see who? Yeah.
We just were trying to find out what happened.
I don't know. Pretty concerned about my dinner. It's
We're pretty
swell
concerned
dinner.
about that boo.
Yeah, what's in it for me if I tell you?
5 coins?
I ain't no snitch for 5 coins.
It's not a snitch. We're trying to find our friend.
John
Look,
here's
I don't
pretty
know.
rich.
Who would you be snitching against?
Oh, you're pretty rich. Wow. Rare to get a rich person down here.
I nudge John.
Wait, what? I'm not rich.
Well, Captain Moneybags, how about 70 coins?
How about no?
Well, I gotta buy food for my family. We're eating dinner, you know.
You mentioned.
Did I? It's pretty good. I'd like to get back to it. Have to give me a pretty good reason to stay out here and tell you what happened.
How about you tell us what happened, and you can go back to your dinner.
Well, let me try that. And then he closes the door.
I put my foot in the door immediately.
Roll initiative.
Oh
You're
god, what's
fool.
initiative's
Foot.
initiative's D20, right?
Yep, D20 plus your initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe the next boss battle.
Oh, I
is
got a
started.
reason. Okay, hang on. Gotta add that up. 30 something. Hang on. 34.
Alright, you do manage to get your foot in the door. And he says, would you move your door? Trying to eat here.
You mentioned, and
Well-
we'll be happy to let you go as soon as you tell us what happened. A brief summary will do.
Some weird stuff. There was a boo. Anyway, I gotta go eat. You can keep your foot there if you want. I'm going out of here.
If he moves away from the door, I'm pushing it
He
open.
begins moving away from the door.
I'm pushing the door open. Right.
He says, hey, you're letting the cockroaches. Close the door. Come on.
Maybe if you
Were
tell
you
us what
raised in
happened.
a barn? What are you?
Maybe if you tell us what happened, we will do so.
Roll a charisma influence intimidation check for the weakest intimidation you've ever done.
Look, he tries.
I'm not gonna stop annoying you until you tell me.
Which one do I reroll? It's the skill, right?
Yeah. It's always the skill.
8.
He just keeps walking away.
I'm so tempted to just pull my gun on him.
I'm gonna whisper to John, "You're doing great!"
I'm gonna shoot Van the most withering look I possibly can. Look, I don't want to hurt you, but we need to know what happened.
Petite little thing like you can do nothing.
I pull my gun on him. You want to say that again?
Oh my god.
He looks at you and he says, "Petite little thing like you couldn't do nothing."
This is the
Okay,
best day.
I'm gonna count to 5.
Oh my god.
And you're gonna tell me which way the boo went. 5.
Wish I was on the scene.
Petite
4.
little
Oh my god.
thing
2.
like you
1.
ain't gonna do
I
nothing.
smack him over the face with the butt of the musket.
Roll, what is it? That would be alertness, melee weapons, versus his dodge.
Is that is there like a base skill for melee weapons, or is it just melee weapons?
Melee weapons is the base.
Right,
skill.
in which
Melee weapons
case
is the
I
base
am
skill.
only rolling 1 dice. And I rolled a 2.
Well, the Goomba rolled a 5, but that still beats your 2.
Yeah.
So you flail at him with your gun, and you kind of miss and hit the floor and kind of fall over a little bit. He kind of laughs and enters the dining room.
Alright.
I shove Barnaby out of the way. I follow the guy into the dining room. Like, look, man, I'm so sorry about all of this. I'm sorry about my friend. None of this should be happening. We just need to find our friend. Anything you can tell us, I'll give you the 70 coins.
Oh.
Well, at this point, I think it's going to be like 90. Roll charisma, influence, diplomacy.
All right. What's my influence? 6. Oh. I only rolled a 6. All right.
Again,
So
I wish I
sorry.
was there.
You seem like a nice guy, but your friend there, one bad apple and all that.
I pull out my knife.
I'm training my gun on him again.
I have a stack of coins in one hand and my knife in the other, and I tell him, "Look, man, I told you we were desperate."
Roll charisma, influence, intimidation.
Much better. 12.
He grabs the coins from you, and he says, "Fine. Look, I don't want any problem. You're clearly the muscle here. I don't know why you set this little bounce over there, puffball of a boo. But look, what I saw yesterday, or not yesterday, earlier this morning, was I heard a crash. You see, like glass shattered. I look out my window. What do I see? I see ice coming down from the sky.
Ooh.
Like it was fucking Christmas.
Neat.
And where's this ice coming from? 2 friggin' freaks. There's this boo, dressed up in this admittedly pretty cool shark jacket. And then there's this shy guy. And they're going down their little ice slide. And then they run down that alleyway. I see them disappear down a manhole cover. That's all I know.
What does Shy Guy look like?
Had a cape.
Oh my god, was this
A red cape?
Espresso is a bean guy.
I think so.
Oh, but he dresses up. Espresso dresses up like
Oh yeah.
the purple on. Did it look like one of them was chasing the other?
They were holding hands. Like they were lovers or something.
Okay.
What colour was the Shy Guy? Did he have any markings on his mask?
I didn't see. It was up there. Look, that's all I know, okay? I can show you the manhole cover if you want.
That would be excellent, thank you. And we won't bother you anymore after that.
And he points down an alleyway and says, first manhole cover down that alleyway.
Thank you. And I gesture for
I attempt to
everyone to leave.
pickpocket the coins from him.
No.
What?
Roll an agility, covert, sleight of hand.
I am already to that alleyway, so I have nothing to do with
I'm
this.
watching with a big grin on my face.
Can't see because of your
I
mask,
rolled a
sadly.
10.
Well, he rolled a 13.
Oh.
And he stops you and he says, look, Puffball, get stepping before I waste you. Or floating, whatever it is you puffballs do.
Puffball.
Come on, Puffball John, it's time to leave.
Today, Van got ammo.
I'm pretty sure that's a racial slur.
Eh.
Yeah. That does sound like a racial slur.
I'm just gonna leave at that point. I'm ignoring him from this moment on.
Wise move.
And as you float away, he says, oh, look at me, I'm a fancy boo. I can't even scare Goomba.
I'm ignoring him.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the Goomba and say, sir, can I shake your hand?
He says it's a pleasure. Naturally.
I feel like we're kindred spirits, you and I. You know what? I'm gonna give him a coin for the entertainment.
It took me a sec.
Well, at this
He
point, I've
says-
already moved off, so I'm not really paying
Why,
attention to
thank
what Van's
you.
doing.
And I leave as well.
Alright, I've pried off that manhole cover.
Alright, roll on a body athletics test. Manhole
Yeah.
covers are heavy, man.
9?
It takes you some time, so you barely get it open by the time they get there.
Perfect.
And down there you see the sewers of floor 9.
More sewers, oh boy.
Oh, by the way, the next moment I have the opportunity, I want to contact one of my contacts.
Oh, is it
Well, when you're
revenge
in
time?
the hotel room, you can do
Yeah. Just so you know, that's something I want to do now.
that. Okay.
Barnaby, I want you to know that I've been desperately saving up money to buy a camera, and you just cost me a lot of that. Actually, I think it's actually Van's fault for telling that guy that one of us was rich.
Yeah, it is Van's fault.
Hey, I didn't say that.
I didn't.
Who said we were
I didn't
rich?
say it.
I whistle.
Yeah, Van said it. Van, one of these days, your carelessness of words is going to get us killed.
Yeah, Van's the one who have trouble with saying things. It's true.